It's the 30th of January 2023. In these videos we look at anything that we've been looking at that's of interest and we check it out. That's the deal. Let's take a look at Europe, and I'm jumping back to the 14th of January using the Terra Modis imagery. This imagery comes in every morning, so each image as I go forward, it's one per day. And on the 14th of January, we had this big low pressure system steaming into Europe, which marked in a change towards a wave of cold that spread across Western Europe and even down into northwestern Africa. As we go forward, you see the flow shifting around as front moves down through Europe, and we start to get this northerly flow dipping in. And then look at these low pressure systems. The whole storm track shifts and we get these piling down through the North Sea. And some of them got pretty strong. They were tropical storm strength, over 34 knots, getting up to strong, quite substantially stronger than that. And these dipped down into the Low Countries, bringing snow into Denmark and the Netherlands and other countries as they dip down like that. Now, the thing I'd like to point out, another thing, is that we got a lot of snow to low levels and over the mountains, dipping down into Africa. So let's check out the Pyrenees. We can see the Pyrenees down in here on the Terra Modis. And this is on the 25th of January. If we go forward, that's a bit clearer, but it's a bit hazier. But we can go a lot more detailed than this. So let's check out the Sentinel-2. Jumping into EO browser, Sentinel Hub's EO browser, we've got a pass that this is probably a bit better than the 29th of January one. We've got one on the 28th of January here, and it's overexposed on the Sentinel L2A. The first thing you want to do is shift to L1C. That's because they're using algorithms to do some rather odd stuff on the L1C. Anyway, this is better. Let's just not deal into the details right now. And then, because it's so overexposed, go to Highlight Optimized Natural Color. This, I think, is the best one. There's various scripts that can go into much greater detail. But now we can really see nicely the snow cover over the Pyrenees down to low levels. And I think that it would be very cool. Oh, look at the beautiful clouds, Côte d'Arey in here. And that means that the Veenmaal is actually up here. The route up the Veenmaal is here, and this is the Veenmaal in here, which is one of the highest peaks in the Pyrenees. But I think it would be nice to look at this in 3D, so I'm going to jump into the 3D view. And remember, anyone can do this for the 3D view. You may have to log in, I'm not sure, but either way it's free registration. But remember, I'm not doing anything special here. Anyone can look at this data, and it really is fantastic. So this is the 3D view, and I think I'll just do a quick flyover and then speed up the video. Another place that got snow during this cold blast is Corsica. Corsica has some pretty high mountains, even though it's tucked into the warm Mediterranean, and they get quite a decent amount of snow. In this case, we got snow down to pretty low levels because of that cold air rushing in, and you can see it on the mountains here with the clouds on the right and then the snow cover over the peaks on the left. Another place that got snow, and usually has snow at this time of year, is Mount Etna. Again, with the snow down to low levels. The great thing about Mount Etna is that you can see the lava flows from the volcano. You can see the volcanic plume spreading off here. It's wrapped to the topography on this imagery, which is why it looks a bit weird. Obviously it should go off horizontally or vertically. And yeah, there's this black bit coming through the snow, and that's actually hot lava. And we can see the heat signatures if we switch to the false color urban. That should reveal the lava flows. And sure enough, there it is. Heat signatures not just on the lava flow but up in the cold air as well. The cold surge dipped right down into northwestern Africa, and here we're looking at Morocco, there's Spain, and the Atlas Mountains, which are, as you can see, covered with quite a solid cover of snow over a long distance. The snow didn't just fall in the Atlas Mountains, it also went into the Algerian highlands, and you just see a couple of bits. These are the clouds, but then this is snow on the peaks in Algeria. There was various snowfall areas in Algeria. Let's take a quick look at the Sentinel-2 tour earlier over the Atlas though. Taking a look at eastern Algeria and into Tunisia, Sentinel-2 got a pass on the 28th of January that went over this region, and I just want to share a quick tip here, which is that as you can see there's a lot of cloud and it's difficult to tell where the snow actually is, if there is any snow. But what you can do is go to false color urban again is very useful because the snow comes up in this dark blue. Now you've got to be a bit careful not to confuse it with, say, some high clouds or lakes. But in this case, these areas are probably snow. Well, they're definitely snow. If you zoom in, it allows you to pinpoint them. So we're looking down at Darnaya, and then if we flick over to the true color, then we'll get a look. We'll be able to determine if it is snow. And it is indeed snow. And again, the highlight optimized natural color. Often better to look at L1C, but it looks like L2A is okay for this one. And we can really get a nice look at this snowfall deep in the interior of Algeria. And this is all probably quite elevated land, around 1,000 meters, I think. Looks like this video has turned out to be just a snow video in this occasion. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I just want to get a video out because my channel has been a little bit quiet recently, to say the least. But hopefully going to be doing more videos, lots of stuff to cover, and lots of great satellite imagery to be had. And over the last few weeks I've got hold of a lot of new and interesting stuff, new techniques. So if you come to the Discord as well, join our Discord, and we can share techniques and contribute to make better and better videos and learn more and more stuff. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.